So here we go. Our opponent has chosen to play first and mulligans to 6. We're not going to mulligan. This isn't a great hand, but it's keepable. Champion into honor, and hopefully we find a token generator after that. Or just another champion, or really anything else would be fine. More land is not what we necessarily want, but we've got another draw step or two before we run out of stuff. Soren is fine. Nothing wrong with that. Next turn we can play an Intangible Virtue and follow it up with a Soren the turn following. And start making 2/2 lifelinkers, I guess. It's not my preference. Obviously I'd like a Lingering Souls or something of that nature. But you play with what you get. And he gets a timely reinforcement. More land is really pretty terrifically unexciting. I guess we'll go ahead and get a swamp here and play an Intangible Virtue and stay back, which is absolutely not what you want to be doing. You want to be pushing in this sort of deck. It is an aggressive deck. There is very little reason, but if he double blocks with his soldier and I lose the champion, then, you know, we're in a bad way. So I guess that's alright. It's possible that he has a mana leak here, but I'm going to play the Soren anyway. If he mana leaks, I'm going to be a sad panda. But the other option isn't really good either, and that is to continue sitting back. At this point, we're really only generating tokens. I think it might be worth it to keep the champion back still. If we draw, say, a Gather the Townsfolk or something, then he has to jump. He doesn't get any bonus out of killing our champion. I mean, at this point we could even draw Increasing Devotion, or really, there's a lot of cards that we could draw that makes the champion just ignore these soldiers. Obviously we will be attacking with the vampire tokens. It's kind of a cool token picture. Roses in the foreground and spires in the back. I don't know if it's just me, but reminds me of the thorns. Okay, so a Lingering Souls isn't bad. I think here we play another Intangible Virtue, and then the Lingering Souls. First we'll go ahead and attack with the vampire token. And he chumps, as expected, and then we play a Lingering Souls. And I'm not sure if I want to Anthem here or get another token. I think I want another token, just in case he's got a Wrath or something like that. We have Soren up at 5. Generally it's better to Anthem up, but for whatever reason we were behind on creatures for a while. Sometimes you just don't get the draws. Next turn it's likely that we do Anthem, however. pushing through for 10 in the air is something I don't think we can give up too easily. I guess this match thing doesn't really work out too well. Black Sun Zenith for 4. I guess that'll get rid of all our creatures. Sure. That's fine. And here's why that's fine. We will create 3 more right now. And I think just past the turn. Because we're threatening with quite a bit, and there's no reason to really do anything else, I don't think. If we play the guy that townsfolk and he has another sweeper, then, you know, we look kind of foolish having no gas, removing it out of the graveyard, and having nothing in our hand. Yeah, let's just go ahead and attack. Really like that picture. And he has a Forbidden Alchemy. Sure. He definitely has counters and Tragic Slip. He goes to 13. We're doing 11. I think we need... Oh, duh. We will just go ahead and put another vampire token into play. And at this point, this is lethal, right? 14? Yeah, okay. So, we don't really have to play anything else. He needs another sweeper, I think. I mean, he could have a chump block, but it's not going to do much. Sure, there's the sweeper. He's probably got a Dissipate that he's holding for, so I believe what we're going to do here is play Gather the Townsfolk Doom Traveler. It'll give us 4/4, which is 8, 2/2, which is 10. It's not quite enough, but then we can anthem if he doesn't have an answer. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Oh, and obviously we're going to get a 3/3 vampire here. So yeah, that's enough anyway. That's 13 right there. So this deck does have quite a bit of resiliency. As you see, he's gone through 2 sweepers and needs yet another. He's going to Tragic Slip something. No, think twice. Oh, I guess Tragic Slip didn't have anything die, so it wouldn't even have worked. Yeah, it needs another sweeper here. Even if he does have another sweeper, we've still got Lingering Souls and Sorin as backup. A Timely Reinforcement is good. It will buy him a turn or 2. And an Oblivion Ring is irritating. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't actually change anything. Here we're just going to play in honor of the viewer. And we'll go ahead and attack with everything. I think it's actually correct to play a Lingering Souls. Not certain. I feel like if he's got a sweeper, having the Lingering Souls in the graveyard isn't that big a deal. We're threatening lethal again, but if he has a Timely Reinforcements, it'll put him to 22, and he'll have 3 blockers again. This way we'll have 5/5 flyers. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play the Lingering Souls. Um, and we'll see what he has to say about that. We will still have a 5/5 flying vigilance spirit token, kind of like that one. If he does have a sweeper, and we'll be able to put 2 more out on the field anyway. Not sure if this is overkill or if it was the correct play, but he's in the tank, so we're going to pause. He's decided to Snapcaster up a Day of Judgment, probably. Yep. And Day, sure. And we get our 5/5 flyer. I don't think we should show him the Thraben Doomsayer. I think we actually just attack with the Spirit and put the Lingering Souls tokens out, since he already knows about them. And he will need a sweeper anyway. Maybe that's incorrect. Maybe it's better to play the Doomsayer and just start making tokens, but I think it's too slow at this point. I mean, it's a fine backup plan, but yeah. So we still got to think twice in the graveyard. Also has a Forbidden Alchemy, so it's entirely plausible that he finds an answer here. Gideon Jura is not an answer. It does stall fairly well. Sure. I guess we go ahead and attack Gideon. Buys him a turn. Do we pass the turn? Forbidden Alchemy for an answer. Looks like he's looking for, in particular, a Day of Judgment. I guess it's what he needed. Otherwise, he would have had -2, which would have been 9. No, he could have found a Black Sun Zenith. And okay, so for this match, I don't know that we necessarily need much sideboarding. Timely Reinforcements, Forbidden Alchemy, think twice. I don't think his graveyard does much, but we're going to go ahead and side in. Probably, we're going to side out the Elspeth. It's there mostly for life gain. I've never used her -5 ultimate, but I think we're going to take a Ray of Revelation in its place. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I just want the Elspeth for the inevitability of tokens. And I don't really know what this matchup is like. Maybe it's right to have the Nile Spell Bombs in. I'm going to go with 1 Ray of Revelation, though. I think it's just useful. It feels weird. Whatever. We'll try that.